Watch out. Bishop's going to be talking about sports, which means I'll probably get a lot wrong. You guys know I don't really watch sports much at all. Played football all throughout high school and didn't really have that great of a season year to year. But even played football back when I was a little tyke back in Pee Wee football. It was a good time. But I don't follow sports. I've got only certain bandwidth, and I sometimes feel like I'm sitting in front of a fire hydrant that's just blasting at me, and sports really doesn't fit in there. There's just no space for it. So I don't really get into sports, but it's hard not to get into what's going on at the World Cup. And, of course, with the really monumentous game between Iran and the United States men's soccer team, a lot of people were taking time away from work during their lunch hour or taking an extended lunch to watch the game. And pretty fascinating to see some of the reaction. And I want to hear from you at 217-629-7970. Your thoughts on Team USA, the men's soccer team from the U.S., beating Iran. And it was a pretty big deal. Governor J.B. Pritzker, he did take time yesterday during a news conference to address some of this. In particular, he stopped the news conference to essentially ask if anybody knew what the outcome of the game was. But before he did that, just touch on this, a complete aside. But the governor did take time to highlight one of my colleagues in the media space, Dave Dahl. He's on a competing radio station. Typically, we don't talk about our competitors, but Dave Dahl's a good dude. He's been around the State House as a reporter for a long time. He was recently honored by a group as Father of the Year. And Governor J.B. Pritzker wanted to make sure that was well known among the members of the media that Dave Dahl is indeed Father of the Year. Here's Governor Pritzker.
The person asking that last question has been named Father of the Year and is flanked by his two sons, Isaac and Clifford. And sorry, before I take your question, which I will do, when I walked in the room, the score between USA and Iran was 1-0. Has that changed? Anybody? Go Team USA.
Governor Pritzker, celebrating a victory of Team USA beating Team Iran, which is, on the field, pretty incredible. On a geopolitical space, also pretty incredible. But what happened there? What was the that goal that became the winning goal? Here's a little bit of coverage from Fox Sports about what happened at the World Cup with that one goal that Team USA got over Iran yesterday.
Robinson back for the captain, Tyler Adams. Weston McKinney, Des making a big run. It's meant for him. Des is stuck in behind. Des into the middle. Pulisic scores!
Now, it looks like he went down and he did have an injury. He's recovering, but that player is definitely being honored today in his win over Iran, getting that goal. Pretty big deal. And it's one thing to watch it all by yourself, hanging out at your TV. But it's another thing altogether to, again, go to a bar during your lunch hour and watch it with a bunch of other people. And this is a video of an instance of that happening. And the crowd goes wild. So if you're watching along with us, you'll see some of this, and it's pretty incredible to see all of the videos of these types of things being shared on social media. We'll get to that here in a moment, but let's go ahead and get to a phone call, 217-629-7970. Good morning.
I want the Medal of Freedom to Christian Pulisic as soon as he touches back on U.S. soil. The man took one of the huevos for America.
What happened there? I didn't really see. He just, the ball came to him from outfield, and then he was right there on the goal, got it into the goal, but was he kicked in the groin, or what happened there?
We can say it, Greg. Be anatomically correct. He was kicked in the penis. That's correct.
Oh, no, that's really what
happened.
happened?
Say that on air.
It's
he took one right in the marbs, man. Right in the marbles.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks, Greg.
Appreciate the call. And yeah, he should get the Medal of Freedom. I think that's probably a pretty good distinction that particular player for Team USA should get. But if some of you went to a bar, you probably saw a similar sight to this yesterday, as Team USA did indeed get that one goal over Team Iran. This is how it played out in one bar around the world. And it looks like a little pub. They've got screens all around the bar. It's hard not to be inspired by that. So again, it just is really cool. I don't really get into sports much, but this is neat. This is neat. It's important, and on a global stage, Team USA coming out on top here. And apparently, I don't know the exact mechanics of the World Cup. I have not watched more than a minute of soccer. I actually, when I told you I played football in high school, our football team was bad because, for whatever reason, they decided to have football season the same time as one of the two soccer seasons, or they decided to have soccer season during football season. So that drew all of our fast players away. So I have a certain I don't want to say disdain, because that's pretty heavy, but I'm not a big fan of soccer. I've said it before, but that's just from years ago. But again, it's difficult not to get excited when you see this type of stuff. So maybe I can understand a bit of the allure of getting into sports, in particular when you get these big moments like what happened at the World Cup. Here's just another instance that was being shared on Twitter, and I'm sure that there's going to be all kinds of memes made about this, but another group of people watching the World Cup, watching that goal, and their reaction is pretty priceless.
McKinney, Dest making a big run. It's meant for him. Dest is stuck in behind. Dest in the middle. Pull it down.
I almost want to watch that one again just because it's so good. Because you just see the crowd lose their stuff. Literally, they're throwing beer or whatever all over the place. Just really, really excited about Team USA getting that goal that ultimately was sustained and led to Team USA beating Iran yesterday.
McKinney, Dest making a big run. It's meant for him. Dest is stuck in behind. Dest in the middle. Pull it down.
Very, very cool. All right. So, yeah, good to talk about sports every once in a while. If you tuned into this segment, it's unique. It's rare. I don't really talk about sports, but how could you not get swept up into the patriotism around Team USA beating Iran yesterday? Now they go on to, round 16? Again, I don't really know the mechanics, but the Americans meet the Netherlands Saturday, round 16. I don't know how many rounds there are, but we'll see just how far Team USA gets. All right, that's Bishop talking about sports. Imagine.